Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Earlier, one of my colleagues was mentioning this celebration, the parade for the Army, 250 years, kind of a big deal. And would just like to gently remind him that you cannot put a price tag on patriotism. You cannot. And celebrating arguably, not even arguably, the best Army that has ever existed in the history of the planet deserves attention. So send him an invite, dude. You know who he is. He sits right over there. Do it. Do it. General, what percentage of the Army is enlisted?
You should ask me to throw out a stat. I would say 80%.
82.
Yeah.
Where are your enlisted people, sir? Where are they?
Well, thankfully, there's not a ton of them in the Pentagon. It's not where we need them. They're out. They're the ones that are. They're the ones leading our formations and out there doing the individual training, and they're the experts on that. We do have some that are in the Pentagon to include our wonderful Sergeant Major of the Army and a couple, but not a bunch.
Senior enlisted leaders are just that. They lead, and the same thing in the Navy. And the reason I bring that up is that we're here talking about force postures and budgets and all this everything, right? And if 82% of your force are enlisted people, which is true, men and women, soldiers, both, I would just say that maybe some of them should be here to hear this at a different level. And one of our COMNAF Spec Warcom guys, Commander Naval Special Warfare Command, made this habit. It was kind of weird. We thought it was goofy to begin with, but he just randomly picked SEALs out of different SEAL teams and made them go to Warcom and work there for like a month. Because as enlisted guys, they're always like, you know, what are you guys doing up there, having cocktail parties and stuff? No. Your force needs to know what you're doing. And Mr. Secretary, please.
I'm so excited to answer this question, Congressman.
Yeah,
so
hit it, dude.
Some of the first people I brought up onto my staff were the E3, who was my driver, now works in the Pentagon. I see him every single day. And then the then E5, who's now our Sergeant Major, who my daughter's named after his daughter, is on staff too, and I talk to them every single day.
It's great. And I got to tell you, General George, I am so impressed with you. I was there in Austin. And the way that you are looking at these, you know, a different way to do things better is, it's just admirable. And we're here, and I know Chairman Rogers, we got your back 100%. So whatever we can do to, I don't want to say break the primes, but make the primes be more responsive to the American public is something that we will be doing. And honest to goodness, if you can give me a list, like, please give me a list of the top 5 dumbest programs that the Army is currently involved with so that we can make sure that when we do these rescission packages that they're included. Every single dollar that is spent in a manner that does not focus on killing the enemy is a dollar wasted for the Department of Defense. General?
I think the top 5 are on our Army Transformation Initiative, but we'll give you the next 5 if you want, because I think that's what we're talking about. I mean, this is something that we need to constantly look at, and that's part of our everyday discussion, Congressman.
Yes, sir.
And that support, Congressman and Congresswoman, is incredibly helpful. I mean, I think different people look at their jobs very differently, and so there's nothing wrong with advocating for your constituents. But you could imagine that over the last 3 or 4 weeks, I think we've probably fielded 40 to 60 calls on anywhere we're pulling a dollar. We have rightfully been responsible for explaining our logic for pulling that dollar, and so having the silent majority also say, hey, this is important, is valuable.
Well, Mr. Secretary, I happen to know a guy. His name is Mike Rogers. And I know that he is deadly serious about making sure that you are the most efficient killing machine. And that's what we're here to support you in. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
I thank the gentleman.